Greetings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy astrology. My name is Tanya Lasagna, bringing back the video for y'all, layering together all the nodal noodles and celestial sauce into something digestible. And today we are discussing or christening in the oven this Venus conjunct Uranus you might have heard about. It's happening this week, so I wanted to be sure to do a video on it for y'all. And in my next video you can catch on my channel, we're going to be discussing Chiron conjunct Mars, or Mars conjunct Chiron, because Mars is moving through the sign of Aries and conjuncting Chiron. Okay, and also at the same time, days or a day before, Venus is moving to conjunct with Uranus, which is the topic of this video. So Venus and Uranus are like very different energies, but they can get down together, you know what I mean? Or up, as it may be. And basically, when you think of Uranus, you hear a lot of people, a lot of astrologers discuss Uranus as the higher octave of Mercury. Now, this is a very modern astrology concept. It's not anything ancient, because Uranus wasn't used in ancient astrology, right? But Venus most definitely was. And what's super duper duper important, maybe the most important astrological thing you take out of this whole video, is that Venus rules the sign of Taurus. Venus, in other words, is the planetary ruler of Taurus, okay? By the way, I'm working on a pre-recorded Wizdom Dropz astrology school, which will be available for like $500, super cheap for like all of my knowledge, crazy amount of knowledge that I'm giving y'all. Just watch out on my website, wisdomdropsastrology.com. Wizdom Dropz is Z's, astrology is as it's normally spelled.com. The link for that is down below. You can also book a session with me there. And if you're new to this YouTube channel, I most definitely invite you to subscribe, as I do put up regular content related to celestial transits and whatnot. And of course, regardless of who you are, please go ahead and like this video, as it helps the channel grow, and it's a really cool way to support my just free kind of love for y'all on the interwebs today. So thank you for all of you who do. I really appreciate you. Now, Venus, though, being in its own sign, or her own sign as it may be, it has a lot to do, this larger period of time that we're in, with the experience of Venusian supposed to be, or as they're naturally aligned. And you know, some astrologers have talked about Venus and Libra as the celestial version of Venus, like celestial Aphrodite. I wish I remembered the astrologer's name who said that originally, but I don't. And you know, the Venus and Taurus being the earthly Aphrodite. And that really resonates with me, because Venus is this goddess energy. It's this very energy. It is more receptive, it is more pleasure based, and it is more aligned with concepts of value and worth, and yeah, beauty for sure, and just earthly concerns in general, like food. Everybody has a body, right? So in order to survive in a body, unless you're like a Suntarian or whatever, even then you're still eating energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to consume some type of energy to keep your vessel alive. So that's really like what I feel that Venus and Taurus is just bringing to our, you know, attention, is what you're eating, what are you putting in your body, as much as your built environment and the environment around you in a 3D level. Venus in general in a chart is going to tell you a lot about that. But in the current chart that we're all experiencing, our collective jam right now, Venus is really like, hey, I'm in my own sign. I'm in Taurus, being the earthly earth goddess of earth goddesses, and I'm going to need you to recognize. So however that resonates for you, maybe you recognize by taking care of yourself in a prairie, like I'm sitting in the prairie right now. Maybe you recognize that by taking a really nice, luxurious you know, spa experience or something, or a massage. You know, Taurus is all about this tangible bodily stuff. So anything related to the body, or the five senses, or however many senses you have, you know what I mean? Like honoring your senses with smell, with taste, with touch, with sensuality. Not necessarily sexuality, but sensuality, right? Being sensual, okay? this is stuff that's really healing and helpful, I would say, at this time. And, of course, we got to talk about the fact that Venus is conjunct Uranus. And if you haven't liked this video already, be sure you do. But Uranus and Taurus is an 8-year process, and we're years into it, but we're years before it'll move into Gemini. You know what I mean? And when you think about it like that, like Taurus is the awakened force at this time, as Uranus is the great awakener. So Uranus is sharing those awakening vibes with Taurus, and Taurus is like, hallelujah, I'm waking up. But what is Taurus? Well, Taurus is the earth, because it's the first earth sign. And not only that, but it's, fixed in its modalities. So it's very firm. It is the mountain ranges. I was watching this really cool thing on mountain ranges, and like mountains, they're so cool, like they're these huge, vast earthly structures, and they cannot be moved by any force other than the earth herself. Doesn't that say everything? I mean, think about that for a minute, y'all. Like, I encourage you, if you're trying to get value out of this video, really think about that for a minute, that like the only force that can move mountains is earth herself. Like, not the sun. Like, the sun can play its part in erosion, the water from the clouds and the freeze thaw, that plays its own part in mountain degrading or whatever, decomposition or, erosion. But like, at the end of the day, if those mountains, like how they formed to begin with, it was plate tectonics. It was the earth herself. And if they're ever going to move again, it'll be through the earth herself. You know what I mean? And so Venus in Taurus, it is that mountain energy. And when you put Uranus there, it's going to shake some things up, and it can be definitely like the introduction of really like just this theme that we've seen of really like disrespectful technology. I would say that's my interpretation of it. Really disrespectful technological perceived advancements by some, trespasses by others. Okay. I think that the infringement upon Earth's rights is definitely something that we're all collectively gonna need to pay more attention to before this transit is even through. I don't watch a lot of news, to be frank with y'all, because I feel sensitive emotionally and stuff, and I just don't feel the need to do that. But not out of disrespect for what's going on in the world. It's just not something that I feel super aligned with, so to speak. And no disrespect, and to anybody who feels like that's a really big part of their life. But I think a lot of you in my audience, at least, will understand what I'm talking about with that. And so anyway, though, like what I'm trying to express to y'all is that I think like there's gonna be stuff that goes down with the earth. If there's not already, there's likely gonna be some volcanoes erupting, or some big story of how some earth tech or GMO BS like went wrong and killed a bunch of people or animals, or some fracking issue and a bunch of people got their water messed up, like I say, earthquakes, just severe tsunami, anything. I'm not sure if it's the season for that, pardon my ignorance on that, but like some type of crazy big storm, you know what I mean? Like monsoons, anything along those lines. Like, it could totally be just some earth-based catastrophe. Maybe there's a freaking asteroid, who knows? But like this week in particular, be on the lookout for that stuff. And not so much that you want to be on the lookout and attract more of it, but like just honor Mother Earth, like that's honestly my, like, if I was just like, here's a simple recommendation for my crew on the internet, I would literally just be like, hey, like honor Mother Earth, because without her, none of us exist, and like we really don't, like we just don't exist without Mother Earth, like period. So I guess it's just an opportunity to honor the goddess around you, honor the goddess within your own body, even if you're a male, honor your divine feminine, honor your material nature, honor a woman in your life, even better, you know what I mean? Just give some type of heartfelt awareness of and recognition of value to that feminine energy, I would say. Plant a tree, I don't know, plant a garden. It's a good time of year in the Northern Hemisphere to get out and grow something or plant something. So, and wherever you are, just, enjoy that. Also awarenesses around your environment. That's the last kind of astrological nugget I would give y'all. is that you're going to be more aware of your environment. That's a very simple way of interpreting it, because environment is Venus and awareness is Uranus. You put them together, it's awareness of environment. You can take that on many different levels, y'all. I'll let you interpret it from there. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already. Thank you for all of you who are looking at my website, wisdomdropsastrology.com, who choose to book a session with me. I love doing sessions for people. Thanks for choosing me. If you're choosing me, that link is down below. And thanks for all the support. The people who leave comments and stuff. I really appreciate y'all. Positive vibe comments, good healing vibe comments. With that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.